Greetings, YouTube. This is Yvette. Welcome to our channel. Blessings to you. I'm on the road because I'm getting ready for my whole feeding thing. This is the channel, you guys, where we've gone to a new level, where heaven comes down to earth for us and we reap the promises that God gave to his people. So I am here to share with you today, you guys. I'm telling you, praying Psalms 91 over me, my family, my friends, my neighbors, my enemies. Can you believe I can bless my enemies? God, protect them and lead them to you. I am able to reap God's blessings. So I'm gonna tell you what happened today. So I'm at the dealership because I needed an oil change because I put so many miles on this car when I'm driving around feeding people. There was a lady in the waiting room and she was having a problem because her husband has dementia and she needs a sitter. And there was some recall that was done on her call and she needed to have somebody sit with her husband while it got done, and the service rep was saying, oh, it's going to take a couple hours to do that, you have to come back, and she lives such a distance away. So she was like, oh no, I can't do this is going to take a whole other day. So I'm like ear hustling on her conversation. So when she finished, I told her, I said, well, you know, you can rent a car from them, that way when they have her car in for service for half a day, she'll drive home. She said, well, I've done that before. Then she came back and said, well, you know what? She said they did they fixed it already anyway. He didn't know they fixed it. They already fixed the problem. It's all done. I don't have to come back. And I said, well, praise God. That's a blessing. I said, that is a blessing. So I'm telling her, so now she's a believer. And how do I know she's a believer? Because she said, yes, it was a blessing. I said, yes, that's a blessing from God. So that's what I said to her, right? So I'm in getting my car done. And the guy comes to me and tells me I need some kind of light assembly because my light is out and it's going to take $80 for them to get in there and fix the situation. And I'm like, well, I don't have time to do that. And the other issue was I didn't have the money. I don't drop no $80 on this car. Look, if it's a light on the car that ain't been working, I ain't seen it, I don't need it. So I was just like with that, right? But I told her, I said, but my high bar light, because you know how SUVs have a light on the top of the car? I said, that light is not working. I need a bulb for that. I said, I know that. He said, well, they didn't say anything to me about a high bulb. Let me go out here. He comes back and tells me, no, your high bulb is working. It's fine. And then he goes, well, let me check he said, well, let me check it. I get out there, I get in the car and turn the lights. He said, well, here, let me show you the light that needs to be replaced. So I told him, I said, show me, because I don't know what light he's talking about. He came outside the car, you guys, went to show me this light, and it was working just fine. He said, well, it wasn't working, but it's working fine. And he said, your high beam, there's nothing wrong with your high beam light. And I pointed to my car. I said, oh my God. I said, I just pray for this car. I said, this is a miracle from God because I pray for this. I said, it's because that whole Jesus effect. Listen, I'm walking into my blessing where I'm getting miracles. I'm going to tell you, that high beam light had been out for a while. I don't even know the other light he's talking about because I know in the back of my car, the lights, sometimes they work and sometimes they're not. And I pray for them and they've been functioning. I've changed the lights in the back before, but this particular light requires an assembly to be taken apart. Listen, I'm telling you, we're talking about reaping blessings. God is doing it. He's faithful to us. I want you to be in the place where you walk in blessings, where you expect God to bless you, but it happens when you praise and bless him. I wake up in the morning thanking him for his goodness, and I began praying Psalms 91 over me and my family, and I can't quote it, but I get the highlights, and I start praying for people. And there's some folks that I pray for because I know they need Jesus. I went on a website, I was looking at a YouTube because I was trying to find something. It was a church that I went to before. Even though they teach Torah, you guys, it's like the church is dead. And I'm like, I cannot believe I was there for 8-9 years. Dead church. Dead. I mean, like, you couldn't hear nothing. They praising and worshiping, but I'm like, what kind of praise and worship is this? It was dead. I'm talking about the kind of praise and worship where you can sleep right through it. Yeah, like, what kind of praise and worship is that? If you can sleep right through it. I got off on the wrong street. Man. That's okay. That's okay because I know where I'm going. Anyway, I am headed to the food facility, but on my way, I'm going to drop off some stuff to some homeless people. I got some pallets, some plastic pallets for free. They're kind of broken. And they don't sell the ones that have any kind of break in them. They don't sell them. They give them away free. So I pick them up, bring them out to them so they can put their tents on top of it and won't get wet. So I have one guy's stuff, and I don't have time to drop them off to everybody, but I'm going to drop off something to him and give him a couple of them. But anyway, you guys, my prayer is that we all walk in God's blessings, his abundant blessings. I'm experiencing his chesed blessings, C-H-E-S-E-D. It's a Hebrew word, and it means God's overreaching, overextending, his greatness, his magnificent, his extreme blessings toward us. That's what I want to walk in, okay? All right, so I'm going to say goodbye to you. This is a nice, short, sweet video. I'm digging them. Bye-bye.